Welcome to the Champions Adjust Sports Talk Show. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Let's talk about the WNBA, because in a striking display of unity, WNBA All-Stars donned "Pay Us What You Owe Us" t-shirts during the game's warm-ups, pushing for a larger slice of the league's revenue pie. Really, what they should have worn is "Thank You, Caitlin Clark." But anyways, currently, WNBA players receive approximately 9.3% of league revenue, starkly less than the NBA's 50%. This action underscores ongoing negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement where players are advocating for increased salaries and a revenue sharing model that reflects the league's growth, including rising television revenues and expansion plans, right? Despite the league's reported $40 million loss in 2024, players are arguing their compensation should not solely depend on league's profitability, but also on market value and fairness. The debate continues as the league aims to sort of expand to 18 franchises by 2030, with, of course, players like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese leading the charge. The only person that should have been wearing a shirt in warmups that should say "Pay me like you pay NBA players" should have been Caitlin Clark. But that's a discussion maybe for another time. Here are three different perspectives that I saw floating around X. The first perspective said, amazing opportunity for the WNBA commissioner to be like, okay, deal. You lost us $40 million last year. Each of you owe us $231K. And the second perspective is this: if you're an employee, the employer's profit margin isn't your problem or responsibility. They need to pay you what you're worth, or they can't have said employee. Only in the US are people expected to have some bizarre allegiance to a company with no reciprocation. It's a work cult. This is a very interesting perspective. And the last one is the WNBA hasn't made money in over 30 years. They have paid more than they should from a business perspective. I can't believe how bad they're blowing their first decent attention they have gotten in 3 decades. I mean, this has some truth to it. I mean, they're just whining and complaining all the time when really they should be owning this new attention they've gotten thanks to people mostly like Caitlin Clark, but also from Angel Reese as well. And so they come out in unity. Yes, it's nice they're in unity. They care about one another. They care about their salaries and what they're making. But it's just tough when the league just doesn't make any money, and it's gotten zero attention in the last 30 years. Outside of the last 2 years, it's gotten a shitload of attention with rising television ratings and people in seats and actually people watching and merch sales and all these sorts of things, thanks to mostly due to Caitlin Clark and a little bit due to Angel Reese. Now they're all coming together to sort of brand together to try and get the money they think they're worth. So let's break down the numbers even further. WNBA players currently receive, again, just 9.3% of the league's revenue. This includes ticket sales, merch, TV deals. For reference, again, the NBA is up to 50%. But then again, the NBA is very profitable and they make money. The NBA also subsidizes the WNBA. So there's a lot going on there, right? This resulted in their salary cap being set at just 1.5 million for the year, less than half of Joe Ingles' salary, which is $3.6 million. In theory, if they received even 40% of the league's revenue, that salary cap would be at $6.48 million. That increase would mean roster expansion could occur, players could theoretically still make 3 times their current salary, and owners would still bring in 60% of the revenue. So that's a decent option there. Now put that into perspective. That still means an entire WNBA roster would be paid less than, Rob Dillingham, who will make $6.5 million in the 2025-2026 season. Now, yes, again, the WNBA did lose $40 million in 2024, but this is in large part due to the TV deal they're currently signed to, which in 2026 goes from roughly $45 million annually to $200 million annually, right? This will result in the league making money overnight from losing 40 to a net gain of 115 million just on the TV deal alone. Even if the game and ticket sales were to stop growing and the merch stopped selling, it would still be in the green. If everything went away except they had that TV deal, it would be in the green finally for the first time in 30 years just to the TV deal. And so the current collective bargaining agreement would amount to players going from $1.5 million in salary cap to just $4 million, a substantial raise. However, it would cost the league just $2.5 million out of the $115 million TV deal profits. So if the players got 40%, that's just $17 million as a salary cap, and it's an 11-time raise over their current salary. So that's an actual breakdown of the numbers, which I think is important because a lot of people just say they haven't made money in 30 years. They're losing $40 million. They should give money back to the WNBA, to the owners, to the GMs. They should give $231K back. All of that stuff is nonsense. If you really look at the numbers, I mean, they are professional athletes. They should be paid like professional athletes, right? But based on the money they bring, the ticket sales, the TV deals, right, it's never going to equal the NBA. And I don't think that's what they're asking for, to equal the NBA, because they don't make nearly the money and they don't have the recognition, the size, the expansion, all of that stuff as the NBA. But they are looking to make a livable real wage for being professional athletes. And I think if you look at this TV deal that's coming up in 2026, that could be where the increase goes. I mean, they make 9% right now. What if it went to 25%, 30%, 40%, and you keep increasing it as the league grows in size, as Caitlin Clark continues to expand the league, and Angel Reese and all these people who've come up, who've really, really done a great job, and all the players who've been here for a while that have really brought the league up. You know, Wilson, Brianna Stewart, all these sorts of people who've been really dominating in the league before Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese came in to really explode the league. And so if you think about this in a realistic way, yes, it looks from the outside, it's like, holy shit, all they do is lose money. They didn't put butts in seats. No one was watching the games. Their TV deals suck. Now Caitlin Clark comes in, and now they have just like actual serious attention. Yes, they should be paid that way. Yes, there should be sponsorship deals and all those sorts of things. But I think if they got 40%, and again, that would just be $17 million of the salary cap. That's an 11 times raise of their current salary. I think that would be beneficial for the players, for the league. They would make everyone happy. They could expand the rosters, expand the franchises, if that's actually what people want. But I do think there should be some recognition for why this is happening. It's because of Caitlin Clark, and there's really no other reason. But that's a breakdown of the WNBA. The players wore those shirts in warmups for the WNBA All-Star game, and that's an actual breakdown of it. I think that's pretty good. If you look at the numbers there, you also can see some of the other different perspectives. You can also scroll through X to see some of the outrageous takes, some of the normal takes, and everything in between. But let me know what you think about the WNBA and that collective bargaining agreement, and what you think moving forward about their salaries and the TV deals and all those sorts of things. And then, put like a basketball in the comments. So I know you got this far in the video, but comment that down below right now. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.